I'm recording now. I guess you might want to hit a record.
Did
Uh,
I?
I had one
Yes,
more
record.
entertaining thing to say.
Beep
Oh
boop.
well, guess it doesn't matter.
Was it about Evangelion? Am I
Nah, I
recording
was I
this?
was past that.
Okay.
This week, it's the 2017 sequel to a long-running franchise where the hero fights his own team, and there's a scene in Cuba just because they could. That's right, Transformers: The Last Night.
Wait, wait, wait,
Robot
wait, wait, wait,
Butler.
wait, wait. Wasn't that Transformers? The robots were beasts.
No,
Wasn't
no,
that
no,
the
that
Cuban
was
one?
way later.
That's Beast Wars. That came out like 2 years,
No,
two
it wasn't
years
And
called
ago.
they,
Beast
they are in South
Wars.
America, but they're not. No, it's called Rise of the Beasts.
Rise of the
Rise of the
Beasts
Beast.
because they
They
can't
are in
just
South
call
America, but I
something
don't think it's
normal.
in Cuba.
Okay.
Well, I am on that.
Redact.
I
Retracted.
I own the Blu-ray for that, but it is still unopened. So that's where I am on
It's
Rise of
Enjoyable
it's
the
all
Beast.
right.
enough.
Oh
It's
no, it
fine.
is all right. I saw it in the theater, so I
Okay,
know
there
what
you
I'm talking about.
go.
I think last night
You
was
know,
better because
it's
it
kind of
had
like I
everything
do.
Last
else.
night's batshit insane. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's
This is
great.
batshit insane too. That's why we're here. Fast and
Yeah.
Furious.
Yes, it
So
sure
what is it
is.
called? Is it called The Fate of the Furious? Is it called Fast
It's
and Furious
called
8? It's called Wild Speed Icebreak. I love how the movie doesn't even have a proper title. Is it
It's called
Furious
Live,
8?
Die, Repeat.
Fate. Yeah, it's called The Fate of the Furious, which I
Not on
thought kind of
screen.
was. I thought it was the letter F and the number 8, which it is not. So I was kind of
I think
thinking,
it's
oh, is it
9.
like is it a car? Is it like a Ferrari F8 or something? But that didn't come up.
We're rocking. It's Fast, Fate, and Furious Films. Did I say it right? Yes. Okay, Matt here. There
No.
is. What did I say?
Fate.
Fast, Fate, and
Fast,
Furious
Fate.
film.
Cool. That's it now.
Yeah, that sounds like when the end of Inglorious Bastards.
Okay. That's good. We talked about that movie too. Go back in the feed.
I know that's why I said it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm the only person to introduce myself.
Anyway, you know what's great is this movie doesn't exposition anything like Matt just did. You just have to watch Dom stare and look sad and no one explains anything. And I think that's cool. It's kind of stupid because the whole movie I was like, what is happening? I don't know. And I really didn't. I guess I could have guessed, but that
I mean,
is
I kind of win with it. I didn't guess
no, that's
Secret Kid
cool.
from the lady from 2 movies ago or whatever. That wasn't my first thought.
That would have
Or
been in
one
my
movie
top
ago,
5
2 movies
guesses.
ago. Okay, they're all
But
running
like
together now, aren't they?
what
Just
is
so
it that he
fast.
wouldn't be able to talk about? It's family. More
Of course,
family.
it's family.
Extra secret family.
Secret family.
Maybe they should have called this the secret family of the Furious. That's terrible. um, so yeah, I loved it again. Another movie I loved. The mostly the action set pieces were amazing. F. Gary Gray, who immediately after this made Men in Black International, which we
Oops.
talked about being bad on a previous podcast because we brought up Tommy Lee Jones.
That said,
Yeah,
I have not
not
watched
in that.
it, so I can't
Uh,
confirm it's bad. It just
I think it was the writing that
well,
made it
everything that's
bad.
talked about it said it was bad, so I'm just gonna assume it's bad. I could love it. You never know.
Might as well, you might as well not watch it. I'm just
I
gonna say
won't.
that. But now we
This
have
was the first Fast and Furious where I was fully on board when it came out and I saw it on release.
How long
nice.
did it take you to go see 7? Or did you see
I
7 in the theater?
No, so I saw five, was not that into it. Completely missed six. Seven, there was the whole big drama around it, but I still didn't watch it. And then in the run up to eight, a girl I had a crush on was really into them. So I was like, fuck it, I'll watch them all. And then I discovered that they were sick as hell.
They are, but
Nice.
especially with this one, it was with the last movie. Even more with this one, they just keep creeping closer and closer to Mission Impossible territory. This even had like music cues in it that were kind of Mission Impossible. I'm not saying they're like ripping it off. Mission Impossible is already, kind of doing Bond, right? So I mean, the movies are so
I mean,
whatever.
this one, by the end, the film it reminded me of was Die Hard 4.
I
Where it's
think
like
I've only
Sure.
seen that
franchise
once.
franchise that's not explicitly sci-fi just uses a computer hacker to do anything they want. Computer
Mm.
hacking is just magic in Hollywood.
And I didn't dislike Die
I like
Hard
Die Hard 4.
4
I watch it.
4.0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Live Free and Die Hard as you guys got, which is a much better name.
Really, I
I
like
didn't
Die
like
Hard
it
4.
because I don't like Justin Long. It's just
Oh,
personal
I quite
taste.
like him in
Oh,
that.
okay. See, I've only seen it once, maybe twice, and it's not because I dislike it. Compared to the fifth Die Hard, which I've only seen the first 20 minutes of and will probably never go to
Right.
catch up with the rest.
Well, well, the main reason I didn't like it is because in every other Die Hard movie, like Bruce Willis is kind of the underdog. Like he's kind of just getting like run through the ringer. In Die Hard 4, he's just a cranky old guy who is just like sick of doing stuff, but it's just too much. It's a I know every Die Hard movie is just a different movie retrofitted to the Die Hard
It's too
the
hard for the
franchise.
shit.
Yeah, but
Too hard for the shit.
I didn't really want to spend time with John McClane as like an angry dude who kept having to fly a plane or whatever happened.
Well, now Dom's an angry dude that keeps having to ride in planes. That's what you get in this movie. That worked okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I have no complaints about I don't know. I mean, I do have complaints, but my complaints are that I hate the villain, which is probably good
She's
because
genuinely despicable. It was great. Like Mercy
it's
was watching it with me and just like I hate her the whole time.
yeah,
And that's good villain,
horrible.
right?
No, the,
Exactly. She's like one of these people who's like, let me tell you about since because you have somebody like completely captive, then you're like, let me tell you about how the world works.
And I really love that Dom just called her out on it.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
bullshit. I don't have a choice. You're talking bollocks.
exactly. Yeah, it's just like cruel people often think they know how the world works because they have an inordinate amount of power because they have people who are forced to listen to them.
Which Charlize
Um,
Theron, God, I just can't say her name. Someone say it for me because I'm
Charlize
gonna.
Theron.
Yes, thank you. Because in the late '90s and most of the 2000s, she was trying to be like charming, right? And then she has kind of vanished for a few years and should have been Prometheus being a unlikable hard ass, and that line is drawn even harder here. So in the end, I guess her thing is being an unlikable hard ass. So she's playing to her strength in this movie.
I mean, or a likable hard ass in Mad Max Fury Road.
Well, okay, yes, of course. But anyway, yeah. She definitely changed her tone in the 2010s and going forward, which that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you're as a female actor, you're like you kind of want to be like I want to be, a cute star that everyone loves. I want to be America's sweetheart, and she has figured out, hey, one, my career is going to kick off when I get into my 40s, and I'm just going to be like,
Yeah, you got to give her
wonderful.
credit for being in so many films at the age where women tend to get forgotten by Hollywood.
I mean, she went
Well,
from C list to at least B list, if not A list at that point
Hmm.
too. She actually got
she's
bigger at that point.
she's also not an American,
She's South African.
South African. Yeah. So that does make a difference. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like I don't know another actor in this film might agree, like Helen Mirren, who is just like fuck it, I'm going to be awesome until I fucking die on screen. You
Well, that's
know?
one of your one scene, killer parts, right? I wonder how much they paid her for the
Yeah.
one scene.
Oh, she comes back
She's also close
a
personal
lot.
friends with Vin Diesel.
Oh, that helps.
Wonderful.
Maybe
God, I
He
want to
taught her
see.
to play D&D.
Oh my God, if I could see them hanging out with like Michael Caine, just I don't know, just hanging out,
If
doing
they
my
if
dinner
they
with
did an
Andre
actual
Livingston.
play podcast, but it was Vin Diesel and Helen Mirren, I would listen.
Absolutely.
Well,
That's
there is the concept that the making of every film is actually more interesting than the actual film, right? So if you watch, I mean, hey, Apocalypse
well,
Now, love Apocalypse Now, but Hearts of Darkness, man, I mean, it's fine to watch them tow the boat up and down in the Herzog film. Is that Fitzcarraldo where they do that? But
yes.
I mean,
I mean, that's
it's
what
the
Herzog
documentary you want
does.
to watch.
No, but I mean, but also those movies around that time, he was just making them up as he went along. Like the Fitzcarraldo literally, I mean, they had to plan out the dragging the boat, but they made the whole thing up. If you see Nagiri, the Wrath of God, they made it up as they went along, like we used to do with our camcorder movies, but they're fantastic, probably partly because they just film in the wilderness and do whatever they want. But I mean,
Or more
that
recently,
is,
and so Luke has a clue what we're talking about. There's The Wind Rises and the Kingdoms of Dreams and Madness.
Mhm.
Wind Rises is a masterpiece, but the Kingdom of Dreams and Madness will certainly, is quite
Hmm.
fascinating.
But like recently I saw an article that um like fans of GTA of Grand Theft Auto are like flying drones and trying to do all these little tricks to try and get footage in like Rockstar's headquarters, and that sounds so much more interesting than anything that's happened in the last couple of Grand Theft Auto games.
Well, more interesting than Grand Theft Auto is the union busting evil of Rockstar Games. So
Yeah, just make a game about that. I'm sure someone will.
Union Buster. Sure, why not? Getting back to whatever this movie's called, I guess I'll do a quick plot summary for you as quick as
Fast
I
and the
can.
Furious.
Dom and Letty are on honeymoon in Cuba. Dom engages in a race with local Raldo, drives a vintage piece of garbage with a killer engine, and wins the race by blowing up the car. Soon after, fuck it, there's too much pointless plot. Is Dom a bad man now? No, he's being blackmailed with the life of the son he never knew he had. Hobbs in prison with Shaw? No, they break out of prison, talk shit, and work for Mr. Nobody. Hey, the family's back together, except Dom. And they don't bug Brian for reasons. Now let's drive at top speeds in New York City locations. A bit of Berlin and Russia, and now let's drive top speed in the Arctic ice break. Dom blows up a submarine while Shaw saves Dom's son in the sky.
Don't forget how everyone shields Dom from the nuclear blast, and he's okay.
Okay, I forgot lots of shit. I wrote those first three sentences. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna write a 5 paragraph summary, and it's gonna take 5 minutes. And I was like, no.
I mean, my last
Not
summary was
relevant.
definitely long. Um,
It's one of those
but
things where you start looking at the plot and it's like, okay, when I read it, I guess I remember that happened, but that certainly didn't stick to the bones as the movie is going, which
You
it
weren't
doesn't
thinking
need
about
to.
it like that in the moment.
No, a submarine blowing
yeah.
up is what's supposed to stick to the bones, right?
I mean, all of it.
Right.
It all matters.
I'm gonna keep my CGI tracker going. This one didn't bug me too hard, but did not. It bugged me slightly more than 7. So I think they did it. The CGI elements were a little better in 7 than this one. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I
Well, they were
mean, the
trying a lot more stuff.
CGI is often, it's not about quality, it's about the illusion they put around it. And they're just doing things that you know they're doing with CGI. Like, I know Fast and the Furious didn't ram a submarine through the ice at some cars. So, whereas even Fast 7, I guess I don't know how much they did or did not drop cars out of planes.
I think that there was a lot of actual dropping of cart, but
Yeah,
like, yeah,
exactly.
but the stuff with the safe, I forgot to mention this when we actually recorded the podcast about Fast Five, but
Mm.
yeah, the stuff with the safe was all real because Justin Lin was like so dissatisfied with all of the CGI tunnels. So he's like, after that, he was just really insisting on doing everything practical. But Justin Lin was out after 6,
6?
so that's why 7 was a little more CGI'd up than 6 was.
I thought it was done better there than this one, and it might
Yeah,
just be like there's two. And sometimes you don't even know what you're looking at CGI. Like, let's go Phantom Menace, everything CGI. Well, you're on Naboo. Actually, the waterfalls have a very interesting analog effect, and they're composited a bunch of digital stuff. So now you've got this kind of cool analog effect, but you still look at the image and you're like CGI.
Hmm.
well, also remember like Yoda and Yaddle were still puppets in the Phantom Menace, and then they weren't anymore.
Well, and yeah, as well, I'll say till they weren't anymore. They make Yaddle T-shirts. You can get a Yaddle
I hope
T-shirt.
so.
Yeah,
Someone out there does.
I'm sure it's up there somewhere.
It's like what I really want, what I've always wanted to do is that. Have you seen the picture of like the original Yoda puppet and what shape it's in now? It looks like a terrifying like zombie husk because it's all falling apart.
Well,
And
can I
just think what
interest
it
you in a
smells like.
franchise called Five Nights at Freddy's?
Okay, but
Probably not,
all
to
I
be
want to
honest.
do, all I want to do is to take the Last Jedi and just use
Use that
CGI
puppet for the Yoda
that
scene.
puppet instead. Yeah, so he's just
Hell
talking
yeah.
to that. So you think Luke has just lost his mind because it looks like terrifying the whole time. Anyway,
Maybe. Well,
someday.
just for a fun back history thing, for the video games Five Nights at Freddy, for a while Luke wanted me to do those, for like live streaming or something until the creator started tweeting.
It's not even tweeting, it's literally donating a bunch of money to Donald Trump.
Okay.
So we would have
Yeah.
been like actively funding Trump if we did that.
Wait, this is Five Nights at Freddy's you're talking about?
The
Yeah.
games, not the movies.
Yeah, because I think the guy who made it is an evangelical or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well,
Haven't seen the
you
movies, haven't
know,
played the games. I got no skin in that game.
games look like
Or
shit, so I don't
clacking
play them.
mechanical parts.
No, I know Matt doesn't like jump scares and doesn't like animatronics, so they would
Yeah.
definitely have worked on
Oh,
that.
I love
No,
animatronics.
but you're terrified of being trapped in there with them.
Oh yeah, I've said my nightmare is being in It's a Small World where no one else is in the room and the boat is stopped. We're standing on the shore, you know. I don't know if they have Groot in it, that would be okay. They have Groot in
Hmm.
it right now.
That's good.
Talking to Vin
So
Diesel.
Vin
Yeah,
Diesel,
more
yeah,
Vin Diesel.
he
A good
gets
connection there.
to. I like the again they give him good stuff here where he gets to just stare solemnly a lot and then gets to scream at people, which I don't think we've really seen him just scream with rage all that
I guess
much
that's
before
why we get
now.
such a fun, dumb car race at the beginning. And yeah, it's like, hey, let's get the car racing right out of the way. And I
It's
guess,
that whole scene where it's like, and then he gives the guy his car and he lets the other guy keep his car. And it's like, oh, they really want to remind you Dom's a goodie before he spends the whole film being a baddie.
Nothing needed to happen. He could have just given the guy the car in the first place. Like,
Yeah, but he had to prove this point, you know?
blow
he
some
had to
stuff
prove he
up,
could.
catch on fire. He didn't even get singed. Isn't that amazing?
He is indestructible.
He had to
Don't
prove he
worry, in a
could
couple
drive.
films' time, that's going to become a plot point.
My note
Okay.
here is
That one of them is convinced they can't die.
I have to read my note. Fire doesn't burn diesel.
No.
Don't
It
try that
doesn't.
at home. Of course,
Hmm.
with diesel lights the fuck on fire. I mean, fire doesn't burn diesel, you know?
Not that diesel.
Not that diesel.
Not these nuts.
Diesel's nuts. Still, yeah. I I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like Cypher, the character that Charlize Theron plays, reminds me
Hmm.
a lot of Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, who is also a
Huh.
character that annoys me
Really?
because he's always like, "Let me tell you about chaos theory. Let me tell you about how life finds a
Is it a
Oh,
way."
Goldblum
my
thing or is it
dad used to find
specifically?
that really infuriating, the chaos theory
Yeah,
shit.
it's annoying because it's kind of just hack pop psychology that a guy is just spouting out to some lady he's trapped with. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, but then he's all sexy on the
It
floor.
he isn't annoying in this way where it's like, let me tell you about fate. Let me tell you. I don't know. She's great. She's great, and I guess she comes back a bunch also. Like, kind of keeps trying to bother them
Oh, Bob.
after
Okay,
this.
I assume she's gonna be a goodie in the next one, despite murdering. What's her
No, no,
name?
this is them actually trying to make a baddie who stays bad.
No, no, they the Game of Thrones guy murdered her.
Well,
Elena. He
yeah, but
fridged her.
Oh,
okay, it's
yeah.
like, yeah,
Oh,
he's
That
the
was
trigger
really
on
puller.
her
sad.
orders. Oh,
we
yeah,
could
yeah.
we could definitely talk about like she showed up in the last movie to be like, no, you should be with Letty, forget about me. And then in this movie it's like, you should just take my son and forget about me, let me die. It's really sad. I don't know what else. I guess I don't know what else they would have done. I guess they could have just let her live, but then there would be, that's too much family.
That's
Like
too
it's
much
not,
family. You
it's
can't
too
have
much
two
family to
wives
have two
unless it's
two
Utah.
wives. Or if it's like, a lot of movies that are not American comedies. I don't know. That's just not an American
We
comedy.
could have done the old sitcom trope where Vin Diesel's having like two dates, one with Letty and one with Elena.
The fate of the
Yeah.
LDS. I think I got the letters right.
Oh wow. We haven't been to Utah yet in this series.
Yeah, that's the why I'm proposing the next title. They can just completely rethink X2 and do it that way. It'll be
So
like a mixture of oh, well, they can't. They shot her, but it could have been like Big Love X
maybe she's okay.
Fast and
Yeah,
Furious. Maybe she's okay.
that doesn't mean you're dead in
Okay,
this
good point.
franchise.
Yes.
Did you guys at any? I was starting to think at some point they kept not revealing what was going on. That I was starting to think maybe he was legitimately mind controlled. Were you guys thinking that at any point?
Yeah, I had that go through my mind, of course. Well,
Because
Letty kind of, oh, he's not in there. She looks him in the eyes and it's like, that's not Dom, right? So that
Hmm.
that makes you think of. I mean, come on, mind control. Like they had love potion number 9 or something.
Oh, well,
That'd
if we're
be a
doing
good
mind control and submarines, let me tell you about a film called Submerged. It was a Steven Seagal movie that for years it was so our local video game shop also had secondhand DVDs. And this one was just on the shelf and no one would buy it, obviously. But it had me and my friends basically memorized the back of the case because it was so insane. It's like Steven Seagal is down under the sea, where waves of deceit threaten to torpedo his command permanently. And then eventually we bought the movie. And it
Yeah.
wasn't even about the submarine was like a 5 minute scene. It was mostly about mind control. And it starts with a montage that goes, mind control.
Yeah.
This is a 3.7 on IMDb.
I had a high
Uh,
school student yesterday that came in. Sorry, I don't even remember the name of the movie, but he was like, "Yeah, I watched it, and it's two sequels." And I looked it up, and it was like one it had three sequels, and it was a fascinating kind of mockbuster. When they made Battle Los Angeles, the effects company took the money, did the effects for Battle Los Angeles, and then took the rest of the money and did a bunch of other effects and made the mockbuster using those, and then got
Hell
sequel.
yeah.
oh
But they're
boy.
both alien invasion
Um,
movies, all that. But I was like, yeah,
so
he said the second one was entertaining, and I can't quite. Well,
Oh,
anyway,
I think I know the franchise you're talking about because it was a weird mid-level where it's not quite a proper movie, but it's a bit better than like a Transmorphers.
yeah, and then because I was showing the student, the high school kid, I was like, oh, here's some proper, first thing that comes up, of course, is Transmorphers and whatever eight Frozen fakes are out there. I'm sure Fast and Furious has some fantastic mockbusters out there.
the guy who
Well,
directed
titled.
Submerged also directed Hellraiser 3. That's all I've got on here that I've
When do
seen
the
before.
Hellraisers get bad?
Hellraiser 3.
Okay, I've only seen the first two. I guess I got the
You
I got the memo.
you just go rewatch those first two.
I probably won't. Not a horror guy.
Or don't, whatever. I think the first one's perfect, but it's not for everybody.
Oh, I remember watching it a ton when I was too young to be watching it, but yeah, and
Yeah,
two.
that's the best time to watch it.
That is the best time. That's the best time for Clive Barker. He's just the yeah.
So they did an incredible job of rehabbing Shaw in this movie, by the way.
Well, I was
Prison works.
when we were watching Seven, I noticed that they threw in the line that like, oh, he was like a top British spy and the government turned on him.
Yeah,
So they set up that he's not necessarily pure evil. And he was getting revenge for his brother, so which is a very Dominic Toretto thing to do. So they
yeah.
had laid the seeds that he wasn't necessarily going to be a pure villain.
And
Like
also,
I don't think they could rehabilitate some of the other baddies the way they do him.
And
yeah.
Owen Shaw also at the same time.
Even
It's just
Owen
like,
Shaw, they kind of still make it out like, yeah, but he's a fucking idiot.
yeah, but you know,
Mercy hated him not for the reasons you're supposed to, but just because it was so annoying how he kept going. But actually, that was my plan all along. Like, no, it fucking wasn't. You're talking shit.
should have done it in a Palpatine voice.
yeah,
Somehow
but
Owen Shaw returned.
but by the end we get a very long scene of Shaw just like protecting the baby and murdering people, which is super
Hell
fun.
yeah, we do.
And
Oh,
also,
that
Were
was
you gonna shoot a baby?
No, I
And you
had
buy
to.
You're a
it. It
sick
works.
bastard.
Even my
Yeah.
abridged summary, I had to put Shaw saves Dom's son in the sky. Right? Can't leave that out, even when I'm trying to be as short as possible.
Wait, did you say Hobbs' son? You say
Uh,
Dom's
But he said
son.
Dom's son. He said Dom's son.
Okay, my brain is.
Bob's got a daughter. I watched the movie.
I heard it wrong. Yes. Yeah, the whole soccer thing. There's
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
that
There's
the
almost too
opening
much.
scene where he was doing like the soccer game.
Yeah.
Mercy, before it even revealed, Mercy turned to me and he was like, he's either talking to dogs or kids. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, they did the exact same joke with Brian in the car last film.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
very
right.
clear that I thought he might be talking to El Rock. That would have been nice and meta.
But however, behind the scenes, things were worse than ever because
Oh, I
I'm
spent
just
the whole
gonna
movie
read-
trying to see if Vin and The Rock were in any of the same shots. Answer: no.
There's
I'm-
like one or two where one of them is in the background with their back to the camera.
I'm just
Stand
gonna
in.
read this infamous message on Instagram is posted on IMDb.
Oh yes, I think
from
I know
Dwayne
where you're
Johnson.
going.
This is my final week of shooting Fast and Furious 8. There's no other series that gets my blood boiling more than this one. An incredible, hardworking crew. Universal has been great partners as well. My female co-stars are always amazing and I love them. My male co-stars, however, are a different story. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men and true professionals, while others don't. The ones that don't are too chicken shit to do anything about it anyway. Candy asses. When you watch this movie next April, it seems like I'm not acting in some of these scenes, and my blood is legit boiling. You're right. Bottom line is it'll play great for the movie and fits this Hobbs character that's embedded in my DNA extremely well. The producer in me is happy about this part. Final week on Fast 8 and I'll finish strong. Hashtag Iceman cometh. Hashtag F8. Hashtag zero tolerance for candy asses.
Zero tolerance for candy asses.
I still don't understand hashtags, by the way.
It's well the funny
That's okay.
thing
The
is,
Rock is 50 years old. He doesn't understand them either.
the funny thing is it was originally just to like search for things on like Twitter, but a lot of people
If you want to find other
Instagram,
things on the same topic, you use the hashtag.
Oh, I made the now
They
insanely
haven't-
good decision of never really getting on Twitter. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
prophetic.
they have never worked on Instagram. If you search for anything on Instagram with a hashtag, it doesn't work. It was never integrated into Instagram, but people still do it anyway.
It
But,
definitely works a little bit because I put hashtags on stuff and some of them pop and some of them don't.
It might just be showing you your own stuff because you follow yourself. I have no
No,
idea.
I mean, like,
can't
I put up a meme that got like 160,000 views recently.
Oh shit.
My
Okay.
Mega Man meme.
Well, there you go. But yeah, this apparently made that post after Vin Diesel canceled some of Johnson's planned scenes at the last minute. On several occasions, Diesel had also reportedly refused to show up on set as he was scheduled, leaving hundreds of cast crew next to. I don't feel like he was in this that much, so it's kind of weird that he was not showing up enough, or maybe that's why he wasn't in it as much.
Yeah, maybe they rewrote it to not have him in it. Yeah, the story I'd always heard, I don't know where I got this from, was just that, like, The Rock is Mr. This is a job, and Vin Diesel is like, I'm an artist and the vibes are not right, so I'm not filming today.
Yeah,
I don't know how true any of that is, one way or the other, but
I could see them. I could see their whatever is going on. Their work ethics are clashing, which is kind of a shame because they're both so good in these that it feels kind of. But also you hear that about bands like all the time, like more often than not, where it seems like people just don't get along. Like Matt, have you seen the Tribe Called Quest documentary?
Yeah. Or did I read the book? I read a book.
Oh, well, there's a documentary, and you keep seeing stuff where Q-Tip says like just a kind of a normal innocuous
I saw the
thing.
documentary. Yes.
And then Fife will be like, see what he's trying to do, and then he'll be like, not even no, it's just people get under each other's skin like that sometimes. It's like why are you even mad? Yeah, it's like you don't even understand it, but it's just that's why social media is killing all of us, is because we're all exposed to each other's thoughts too much, and it's making us all sick of each other.
agreed.
Anyway,
people were not supposed to know this many other people exist, let alone interact with them.
I think the bell curve is going down because, I mean, I don't know. I would post more random thoughts to Facebook 10 years ago where now I wouldn't bother.
Well, I think now people are drifting away from like big social media to like, I'm in a Discord channel with the people I actually like.
Yeah.
And I just talk on there.
Yeah, I've been unfriended by like 50 people on Facebook. It's really, I don't know.
Do we get
I'm not
messages
everybody's
when we
cup of
get
tea.
unfriended?
You can
Let's
send
figure it
messages
out.
to people who unfriended you because
No, I think Matt's asking if you get like a notification about it.
you have to put a tracker on,
Ah, okay. Well,
which I have. So
don't
if you're
think I will.
listening to
I
this
don't
and you
wanna know how many
unfriended
people
me,
I got.
I know.
fuck you. Fuck you, I know. Also, but you know, on the other hand, I don't care. So anyway, I was kind of wondering if Dom was going to start stealing DVD players when he became evil.
Yeah.
He's back.
Well, it's interesting they did the Dom turns evil plot once Brian was out of the picture. Because obviously we've seen them two at odds multiple times. So maybe, I don't know if it would have been more or less interesting if we had this same film, if in a world where Paul Walker survived, would they have gone with this same plot? I don't know.
I bet they would have, and Brian would have just been, you know, because in this case it's like Letty's doing all the emotional weight, and it's extra tragic because she just got her memory back and they just went on their honeymoon, and he just drove a car backwards while it was on fire, and then all of a sudden she lost him again. That's like, but that works because whenever you do whenever you do a romance in a long running series, like you kind of want there to be some tension there. Like it's like will they won't they forever doesn't usually work, but it's like having this stake
That's
drawn between
actually,
them.
you've got to give it credit. This is a series that has made a long-running relationship where the two definitely love each other interesting across multiple films.
Well, that
I
might
mean,
be
it's
an
it's done
actual.
some insane shit. Like she died, came back, had amnesia. He died, came back, turned evil. But
Yeah.
still, they've done a good job of it.
Yeah,
That
it's like,
might be
well,
a plus of the weird 5 movie start to the series where it took them
Yeah.
forever to figure it out. So they just had all these elements here and there. I mean, again, you can bring Lucas Black here and there if you really want to.
I mean, well, not to throw them under the bus, but the Brian and Mia relationship is pretty boring by comparison. And
Yeah.
really, the Giselle Hahn relationship kind of was too, even though they were like driving cars and being badasses, but they still were kind of like just like hanging out, eating strawberries out of each other's mouths or whatever it was.
Well, it's like you're reading X-Men. You want to you're into the Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine love triangle, and all the little ones. I mean, you
Hmm.
don't care about as much about who Cannonball's into.
Cannonball? What's their power?
He he
They go,
flies around like a
boing.
cannonball.
He started Civil
His
War.
balls, his balls just come out like wrecking balls, and no wait,
That would be cool.
that's not a
Am I
cannonball.
remembering correctly? He started Civil War and then he became like Malice, where he wears spikes on the inside of his suit to punish himself.
Oh my. Okay,
Man,
I
Civil
think
War
that's
is
the right one.
past my Marvel
comics,
reading time.
man, comic Civil War is so much better than movie Civil War. Anyway,
It isn't. It isn't.
Yeah.
yeah,
I also think this movie's kind of interesting because you can, I mean, as we said, you can compare as I've said, you can compare Fast and Furious Mission Possible. As we've said, we compared to superhero movies as well. 3 is usually the good guy gone bad, right? Spider-Man 3, Superman
Superman
3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, that and but because of the weird structure of this franchise, it took 8 to get to that point. So it's been more like turning the baddies into goodies has been their thing on this one.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think you can compare this more to like a long-running anime than you can
yeah,
to any actual like film franchise.
yeah.
Because yeah,
Remember
we're
when Goku
eight
Black
movies
showed up?
deep. Yeah, and also remember when Vegeta was a baddie at first, Piccolo was a baddie at first.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the same thing. Goku Black shows up and he's evil, and then he
And
becomes
then you
Goku
get the most
Rose.
amazing dub scene in history where the police are going to shoot Goku Black, shoot regular Goku, and he turns up, stop! This man is not black! And they lower their weapons.
Oh no. Oh.
uh,
When seen out of context is incredible.
yeah.
That's got to go up there with the Captain Planet clip where he meets a guy who's almost Hitler.
Well,
Except he's got like a handlebar mustache. He's Hitler with a handlebar mustache.
I guess that's even more evil, really.
And that's what Captain Planet says. He's like, can't fight him. He has too much hate or something like that. If you haven't seen this clip, go to YouTube, just type in Captain Planet Hitler. You'll probably get a 30-second clip of that.
So I do feel like this may be the first one where I'm like, you might be lost if you watched this one first, because it has God's eye in it from the last one. That
Yeah, but that immediately like
God's MacGuffin.
God's MacGuffin. Yeah, that is important, and then it is unimportant again. And oh yeah, and Helen Mirren calls it the devil's bumhole.
yep.
That's because
They got this thing, the devil's bumhole or something.
Yeah. But yeah, this may be like a little bit of a not great entry point, but I'm impressed that it's like we're 8 movies in before you get something. It's like, nah, it's not a great entry point.
Well, I'm thinking if any other movies would be a not great entry point. 4 would be a rough ride as an entry point.
4, yeah,
Yeah.
4 would be.
Even though
But
it
then again-
kind of does work because it just does one again. You could
Yeah.
skip
It does-
1, 2, 3 and start at 4. It would pretty much make sense.
When also
Until,
like it
Tokyo
does
Drift, though.
one with a lot less characters in it, because the core cast in 4 is like Brian, Mia, and dumb for the most part. Like there isn't a whole lot more in
Seven
Braga.
wouldn't be the best entry point, not because it wouldn't make sense, but because it wouldn't hit.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's like seven is
Ending with
so
a
close to
montage of films you
five.
haven't seen.
Yeah, the end would definitely be like, okay.
The end would be really weird if nobody told you Paul Walker was dead.
Yeah, that's oh right. So in this universe, Brian is alive.
Uh-huh.
Right, Letty makes a weird excuse like, oh, we shouldn't
Dom's
bug him.
Dom's childhood best friend Vince is dead.
Uh-huh.
Why does he call the baby Brian? It only makes sense out of universe.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Yeah.
It
Now
doesn't
that you
make
mention
sense in
it,
the film.
you're right, it doesn't.
Okay,
That's
I was less hung up on that as, wait, wouldn't, tell me if my chronology is completely wrong, but wouldn't Dom, it was the last movie with his other wife, wife number two. Was she in last one or was
No,
it
she
six?
was
What?
he wasn't with her since the start of six.
Six. Okay, so
Yeah.
obviously that's she would have had to have the kid shortly
So
after
let's say
that.
he no, let's say he just got her preggers then. So it's like 9 months.
Which
No, it's
I'm
like
pretty
four
sure it
years
was.
later though,
Yeah,
because
he
Brian's kid is
did.
like
And then
four.
the baby is a little bit older.
But
Also,
she
Brian had the baby like while he was with Elena. So the timing just about works out. If we assume
Okay.
this baby's about two, that he was with Elena for about 2 years.
she
Uh,
literally said, she said, I was pregnant when I told you to go after Letty, but I just didn't want to burden you with it, which is just fucking insane. Nobody would do that. I'm sorry. That is the immersion breaking thing, the most immersion breaking thing in this film.
So we all got our immersion broken by different things.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have not convinced me that the
I mean,
chronology is correct now.
you know,
I don't know.
Hobbs breaking handcuffs like it's nothing, totally believable.
Hell yeah. That happened so quickly. I like almost missed it as like a moment of insane strength, and I was like, oh wait, he just snapped handcuffs with his bare
Didn't
hands.
they
But
already see
that's
him do
not
his
even
cast thing?
yeah, that's not even rare at this point in this franchise.
No, we're a 5,000 horsepower car, which is actually impossible.
My snarky notes. One, are they in New York City because the tax credits are really good in 2016?
Probably they were in Cuba because they were briefly allowed to film there for whatever
Hey,
reason.
I
for a
think they filmed a lot of it
car-based
here.
movie? I'm
Atlanta is
sure.
frequently a stand-in for New York for
Yeah.
whatever
Atlanta is
reason.
a stand-in for the planet Earth, as far as I
Yeah,
understand
there's the
it.
tax
Yeah,
credits, I guess.
that's
And then
where they filmed most of it, probably.
there was a few shots in here where they're like showing what is now basic Google Earth shit, like it's the coolest thing. And I was like, oh, only 9 years ago that would have been impressive in a movie. Now it's like
I
this is
feel like even at the time it wasn't that impressive.
okay.
It's funny that they had all these scenes of self-driving cars being hacked and going rogue, but none of them were Teslas. I wonder if it's like if they asked Tesla for permission, they were like, no. They're like,
Yeah, because the
I don't know.
self-driving business is like their whole shtick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that definitely felt like money changed hands one way or another for that scene to happen.
yeah, like, oh, it's a Honda, oh, it's a Toyota. It's just always all these other cars that are not self-driving cars.
But also, I
But
love watching these films and seeing like basically the Transformers franchise. You have every car that General Motors has ever put out, and then the Fast and the Furious is every car that like Ford has ever put out, and never the twain shall meet. Transformers had that one Decepticon that was a Ford and got killed in 3 seconds because General Motors wanted it to.
Now, of course, these Fords can, even if they, I guess they're supercars, but the family, they just drive to like a random nowhere Antarctic location and hang out there. That's like Superman walking to the Fortress of Solitude after losing his powers
Well,
and seeing
I'm
heroes as
sure
Declan.
Miss Baby Nobody gave them a boat ride most of the way there.
I should hope so. Or maybe they got dropped
A
out of a
plane.
plane again. We just
Yeah,
didn't see it this time
that's
because we
that's
already
that's
been
blasé
there, done that.
now. Yeah,
So,
maybe
Maybe
they
man,
that's
you
got portal
guys,
tech that we didn't get to see.
yeah, it was just a fun. I mean, we talked about 2 movies ago in Euro Mission how they
mm,
were just like, no, you just now we're in another country, and here it's just like now we're in the middle of an Arctic plane. So that
yeah,
hit harder because that takes a little bit of work to get there, even if you have I mean, a cool sports cars. I don't know how it's going to do on,
Well,
under
it
the
didn't
bed
do
of
very
road.
well on the ice, did it?
No, it
That
didn't.
was very
How they
funny.
get there in the first place? Okay, I'm just going to assume there was another plane drop sequence and we didn't see it because that would have been redundant. That's the
That
only
was
good
really
explanation.
funny,
Not that I
and
should be looking for logic in this anyway, but it's fun to look for logic in it.
Tyrese has really settled into his comedic role and continues to just really make me laugh
He is,
a
but he was
lot.
cock blocking Hobbs and Shaw when they were getting into it.
I mean,
In the
good.
conference room. I got mad at Tyrese. I'm like, don't bother Hobbs and Shaw. They have the best dialogue ever. We don't interrupt their dialogue.
Don't worry, we're gonna get plenty of that.
I know. I'm just like
Yep.
I'm just saying, hey, we can have it here too, you know?
Yep. So everybody really, the whole time that Dom is kind of quote unquote evil, everyone not only kind of really believes in him, but also when somebody's like, at one point somebody's like gonna try to pit maneuver him, they're like, oh, you're gonna pit Dom? No way.
Yeah.
It's like they keep talking about him like he's an impossible opponent, like the strongest person. Do you guys feel like that you have a group of friends that would love you that much if you turned evil? Because I
My
feel like
friends, I don't know if they would love me that much if I turned evil. So the example that often did happen, if it seemed like I was not being funny or not being like life of the party, they're like, oh, he's up to something. He's back. He's acting too normal. He's up to something. So I've
yeah,
definitely got enough of that reputation among certain friend groups.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like one of my friends would just shoot me in the head.
Hmm. Only a real friend will shoot you in the head.
Well, yeah. I honestly like. I don't know if I show up with ice, then just kill me for what. Like I don't
Agreed.
care. I guess if I was undercover and just trying to get the sign up bonus and then like rat them out and then send information, but I wouldn't do that because
You don't have
Sounds
the
like too much work.
cojones.
no, it's not because I don't have because I don't want to be seen with them. That's why
Yeah.
I don't want to look at them or talk to them, and I want them to be hanged, and I don't want to be hanged, not hung. I am hung. I don't want to be hanged.
Wait, there we go.
I am hung.
It's the,
You
it's
said
the
that a little too
flashcard.
Sequel to
strongly.
I Am Legend.
That's the flashcard
Well,
for
you just
children.
say,
It
"I
says,
am hung,
I am,
I am
I am
legend."
hung. I do not want to be hanged.
No,
That's
no. You
proper
say, I am
English.
hung, I am legend. That was the correct one. You got it wrong.
I am hung. I am legend. I
Mm.
don't want to be hanged
Now I'm just
because then
confused.
everyone would know that I was hung.
What
If I
was I
was
saying?
hanged.
Oh, should we start putting numbers on this movie? You want to put some numbers on it?
Fast 10. Furious 15. Family 999.
Whoa, because I say it so many times, you're gonna die if you do the family drinking game for this movie. It'd be lethal.
Because he betrayed his family to save his family. But at the end, he couldn't betray his family, so he teamed back up with his family by getting some new family to join the family.
Fuck, this should have been your week for plot summary.
I'm going fast 8 because there was an whatever
Eight?
heat-seeking missile. I'm going 8.
He did
I'm going-
outrace a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, I'm going furious. I'm going 13 because everybody's really pissed. And then family, I'm going 2.5 because there are 2.5 families in this.
Hmm. What is my fast wild speed? My furious ice break. My family 8 because it's the 8 one. Fate. Do we do fate now? Is this when we?
Oh
do
yeah,
fate?
we did say we were going to give it a
Uh,
fate score this week.
Oh, I'm gonna give it 5 because that's halfway between 1 and 10, and fate is bullshit, so it's totally random. So the most random number you can do is halfway between 1 and 10.
I'm giving it 10 because Dom did say there's no fate but what he makes for himself.
That's true.
He's got tattoos for that. I mean,
Yeah.
Luke does.
Fate is
They're from the
fate is a tool
Terminator,
of
but-
fate is a tool of fantasy writers and hack writers, and
Yeah.
sometimes hack fantasy writers.
I was going to say sometimes it's good when it's explored. For example, Stephen King uses a lot of fate, but sort of characters rail against it. Or
Yeah.
Star Wars used the Chosen. Ironically, right
Mhm.
before the Chosen One got popular, Star Wars subverted it.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
Star Wars did it really well, and then eventually stopped doing it well and did it badly. And then did it in a confused way that flip-flopped a bunch of times, and I don't know who Ray is, but It sounds
She's
like her
either
parents were
important
bad.
or it's not important.
Her parents were really fucked up,
Say her full
probably.
name, please.
Ray
Ray-
Palpatine.
A drop
Yeah.
of. I was gonna
Oh,
say
sorry.
Ray.
Ray Palpatine, bitch.
That actually,
That was me and Matt's alternative ending to the Rise of Skywalker.
since I've
Ray
now only
who?
seen the movie
Palpatine, bitch.
Since I've only seen the movie once, that is how I remember the movie. That's one of the reasons I can't watch it again. I think I also told you there does need to be a post-credit sequence of the Emperor cackling.
Yeah.
Sure.
That would have made the whole film work because it would have then become parody.
Oh, I think it was already parody. I just wanted her to see.
Yeah, but it was
Juliet.
accidental parody at the moment.
Yeah, but sometimes that is the best kind of parody, anyway. But
But
I
I've
wanted
listened
her
to like
to.
4 different podcasts about the Rise of Skywalker while I've only watched the movie once. So I do like listening to people talk about it.
It
Oh,
is
for
an
sure.
interesting disaster.
And Babu Frick, let's not forget Babu Frick. There's something good that comes
Yeah.
out of all of
Have
it.
you seen the recent Babu Frick news?
Oh no, I haven't. So you getting the whole movie
No,
now?
no. Apparently, through some
Being
interview or whatever,
canceled?
it's come out that Babu Frick died in the original cut of the film until they showed it to Steven Spielberg, and he's like, "But what happened to Babu?"
Yeah.
So, but then the quote I saw was someone retweeting that with like, Steven Spielberg says that with every film he watches. This is just the first time it made sense.
I don't know. It'd be funny if Babu Frick died off screen and they were like, somehow Babu Frick didn't return.
Well, that's pretty much what happened because he was on the planet that got destroyed in the original cut.
I wonder if Chewie died in some version, because he did die.
They
There
definitely
was a
gave
second
him a whole
transport.
dramatic death scene and then changed their mind about it. Yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
second transport, Mark.
Ugh.
Speaking
bad.
of, I have bad reviews for this. I guess I can do a few bad.
Okay,
If,
I'll
Mark,
get
you want to look up the goodies? Seriously? Question mark, question mark, question mark. It's virtually impossible to understand how this loud, inane film about carnage could gross almost 250 million domestically and receive 66% positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Among others, it's horribly acted with an incredibly poorly conceived plot line. I can't think of a single positive attribute other than it had cars with vibrant colors. No wonder Helen Mirren chose to be uncredited for her role. Of course, that is like the quintessential one scene, don't credit me role, whatever. It's
Mhm.
cool not to be credited in that case because everybody knows Helen Mirren. And maybe.
Okay, here we go. This is from Radio 1's Mr. Movie Mad Ami 104.1 FM in January of 2020. Charlize Theron's master criminals cipher diamond emoji sparkles with parentheses panache, then a ring emoji and a fire emoji. Okay, that was the title. A DVD review. Cypher, played by Charlize Theron, to Dominique Dom Toretto, played by Vin Diesel. Well, guess what? I'm that crocodile at the watering hole, Dom. Dom does not respond, but instead just listens with that certain very palpable sense of bearing a great perturbation and heaviness. Today it is Saturday, January the 25th, 2020, and I'm sheerly delighted to be able to confirm to you that as of today, The Fate of the Furious is still very much the 18th biggest English film in the world, and very deservedly so. Now, for those of you that perhaps consider themselves too, I don't know, what's the word, erudite, perhaps? To be seen, to be, say, consciously enjoying watching a full-blown Russian nuclear-armed submarine explode out of deadly, half-frozen
Hell yeah.
subterranean waters, only to chase down 6 unequivocally exotic and thoroughly out-of-place land vehicles over a magnanimous, sprawling field of rock-solid ice, I have but the following to say to you. It is indeed, diamond emoji, incredibly helpful and important to always bear in mind that franchises like The Fast and the Furious, no, differently from others like, say, John Wick or The Expendables, or so many others, in fact, are first and foremost just fantasies and nothing more. Anyway, that's like a third of the review, and
Yeah,
I'm not
don't keep
going to
going
read
with
a
that.
whole.
Sorry,
I'm
was
going to
that
go
a
to the
10?
end. I'm going to the end. A lavish, explosive 12 marks out of 10.
Okay.
Fireworks emoji, exclamation point emoji. They had to do an emoji for exclamation point. The 2 extra marks are for 1, the phenomenally, stunningly hilarious Statham with baby scene. 2, the poignant, hilarious-ful, moving, and very timely indeed USA loves Cuba message. 135 out of 202 found that helpful.
Hey Luke, I'm going to make you read this one because it's the opposite of your experience, and I want you to give it the poshest accent you can,
All right, I'll
if
give it
you're
the old
cool.
Owen Shaw. How are you
Yeah,
sending it to me? Messenger or
in the
Zoom?
chat. I just put it in the Zoom chat.
Just read that text.
Yeah, just read it in a poshest voice you can muster.
Gone for 60 seconds.
Oh, sorry, that's why I went to the toilet. Okay, under that.
Okay, I thought it was. There is nothing under that. I thought it
Oh
was
my
just like a
God.
parody of like Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh no, no. Okay, let's do take two. I'll do it. Put it. Look in your Facebook instead.
Uh,
No one noticed that one in the restroom. Okay, yeah, that was supposed
Oh
to be
yeah,
a
I
fun
did,
100%.
but that was like
joke.
an ages ago. I forgot it.
Okay, it's in the Facebook now.
okay. I guess I have to leave that in.
An honest review. I was forced to go see this with my girlfriend and her best friend. While objecting to the film, I summarized the plot for them, garnered off of knowledge achieved by watching a single trailer, including all coming twists. It turns out that I was correct on all counts. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you really want to see a movie that is that predictable? I know I didn't.
There we go. I thought that was the opposite of your
Mm.
story from the beginning.
Nice.
I saw it with a girl who ended up not going out with me, and I loved it.
Yeah, I don't care who I see this with. Who I would see this with. They could just go wherever, I guess. Anyway, uh, The Fate and the Furious is the title of this review.
Ooh, another title for the film.
It's from 2017. I think that's when this came out. When is this movie? I was Thing is Fast and the Furious is going to have more acting and comedy, and also is Dominic Toretto going to be a bad eye? Yes. But he was play both sides. He was acting like he was a bad guy, but he went full 00 agent like in the movie of James Bond 007. But the control the car wow is also of Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines when the TX hack the cars and she driver them with here CPU. But this actress, Charlize Theron, is a computer hacker. No. Like also in James Bond, Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, and the Bond movie I'm talking about is GoldenEye 007 when Natalia Simonova, level 2 computer program. Now I give her as a level 3 computer program. Started a submarine by computer, and the car is the same
They
thing.
did start a submarine by computer, to be fair.
Like how the
I can
actors
say one
should-
thing about this film. They did start a submarine by computer.
It's true. From T3, Kristana Loken is a TX to control the cars. I give 100%. I like what all the actors did, make a force field, and then also from T3 when Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "You are terminated" to the TX, and the two actors got the head down cool. But this one cool, so I hope Fast and the Furious win Oscars in the Oscars 2018. And I cannot wait to see a 9 and 10 Fast and the Furious, and I like to wash good like to Vin Diesel because you are not done. No, why you have Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2, good luck, and this all the Carlos Herrera from Northwest Arkansas say make more Fast and the Furious, and Downey, you need to fight Agings, the bad guy from 7 in WWE. 75 out of 137 found that helpful.
I don't know.
I think the bad guy from WWE
WWE
7 he's referring to is Batista,
Makes
because
sense.
he is a WWE wrestler.
It took him a while to name the Bond movie, didn't it?
The this is a completely absolute tangent. I did love that review, and also I like to believe that Vin Diesel does sit and read these
Obsessively.
when they're like, "Thank you, Mr. Diesel." He's like, "Yeah, I
Mr.
did it for
Diesel's
you."
been listening to these. Hi, Mr. Diesel.
Who knows? If you are Dom, Dom, that's not his name. Vinny, old chum, if you're listening, then give us a shout. You can come on the show.
Absolutely. And I think he just
We should just like every single cast member of every Fast and Furious film. Let's email their agent. One of them will say, "Lucas Black's not doing anything else."
I mean, we still haven't had Tom Welling come on after we keep asking him to come on after The Fog.
Oh yeah, give us some more fog, man.
He's a podcast guy. You're not better than us. You're down here in the podcast slums just like we are. That's
Mark's
not going to
taking
make
the
him want to come on the
aggressive
show.
approach.
That's not
Anyway,
going to work either.
still thought Fast 7 was better than Fast 8. That's my final review. I
Uh,
like Paul Walker.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Fast Seven probably was better, but I love this is the one that's truly
Yeah,
like
the submarine
the
explodes.
submarine, the Rock redirecting a torpedo with his hands.
The prison break scene was amazing. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
was
was
that
a
was great.
so
good.
well
Yeah,
executed.
that's it. The best bits of this film are the bits that are just previewing Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, but it's just like as an action movie, it's like do you remember the set pieces? Did the set pieces work? Absolutely. This is like a 10 out of 10 action movie. I don't
Hmm.
think it's as good of a drama as 7, but
Yeah, and also Seven is just a miracle what they managed to pull off with so many plots, so many
yeah.
characters, the lead dying,
Yeah.
and they still pulled that off. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. And you know, to their credit, they keep the franchise going without Brian really being a factor, which
Hmm.
a lot of people would consider pretty difficult. So
I think definitely the argument could be made, and we'll get more into this with the next couple, that Paul Walker being out of the picture lets this become even more of a Vin Diesel ego project than it ever was. For me, that's fine because I love Dominic Toretto being the strongest, smartest, bestest man in the universe all the time.
yeah.
But definitely, you could argue it starts to get fucking ridiculous in not so good ways at this point. But
Okay,
I
well,
think we're at the limit where it's still slaps here because I guess because they made him mostly the villain, right? So him being
Yeah.
so much stronger than everyone else works
again,
in
that's
this
why the
film.
superhero movies does the third movie goes bad thing because you got to switch it
Mhm.
up, and we
Hmm.
in the first several movies we don't really get that much Dom, so I'd say we're on like fourth sequel energy here,
Yeah,
even though
Well,
it
yeah,
should
yeah,
he
be
he's not
skipped
even
2
in two or
movies.
three,
And
and also
arguably
he kind
not
of is
in
the
4
villain
and
in
5.
one and four, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it's only really five, six, seven where we've had him as the main superhero, and then
Well,
yeah, fourth movie turns bad.
and it's funny because if you told me after we watched even first 4, like, oh, there'll be a movie where he goes bad and everybody's really upset, I'd be like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, he's a criminal. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, what I've been enjoying doing is just every time when the movies seem kind of tame, just turning to Mercy and being like, "Oh, by the way, he can kick buildings apart in a few films' time. He can redirect a torpedo
Yeah.
with his bare hands." And she's like, "No, you're making it up. None of this happened."
stomping the building.
Yeah.
Let's not forget he stomps the
It's
building.
funnier if you say that he can kick buildings apart.
But they pull this off because, as I've said an inordinate amount of times, they commit to the bit, they follow through, they don't explain things. You just say, "Strap in, we're doing this.
Hmm.
We're gonna break handcuffs. We're gonna kick a building. We're gonna stop a torpedo. We're gonna we're gonna shield a guy from nuclear explosion with our cars." You know, it's like
Yeah, they do it. They do everything very earnestly.
yeah, it's
I,
earnest, but it's not like earnest in a way that's not fun because
mm.
there's still humor in these.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just
It's like a '90s action film. It's like Avatar.
what was
Ernest
the
scared stupid.
term I learned recently, was it bathos?
I don't know. Is that the term you
Learned this
learned
term.
recently?
An
Bathos.
abrupt it's going around a lot lately for the reason that I'm going to read the definition to you.
Okay.
An abrupt, presumably unintended juxtaposition of the exalted and the commonplace, producing a ludicrous effect. This is what Marvel does over and over and over. The second definition, an anticlimax. Third definition, insincere or grossly sentimental pathos. So yeah, it's basically Marvel is always just breaking the tension for like the joke is here's like a
Oh, something
terrifying
dramatic
bad
happened,
guy.
but here's a silly gag. Yeah.
So you're calling ludicrous bathos?
Well, they don't really do it in
No,
these. They
No,
no,
they
I
have
would.
little
sorry.
gags, but
I wasn't talking about Ludacris the guy. I was
I
talking
know
about
I'm making a joke.
okay, sorry. Shit.
making a joke midway through us not quite understanding what Mark said yet, so it wasn't the right
That was what you did was bathos, Matt.
I did some bathos.
You bathos.
You
I think
you
Bathos is the
bastard.
guy. He's the guy who has all the Infinity Stones and just won't get out of the bathtub the whole time.
Okay. I guess if you want to get out of the bathtub, get out of the bathtub and then sign on to Patreon. Go to Podcastio Podcastius. We do this every week. What else we got? Time Enough podcast about the Twilight Zone. Luke loves Pokemon. Pokemon is
Yeah, that should
about
be back couple
guess
weeks.
what that's about. Monster Mash is kicking now, yeah.
It's still we finished recording, but they're still coming out for another like 2 or 3 months.
There we go. Game Show comes out all the time. You can do
Oh
that.
yeah, that's every
And
week.
Mark and I have been talking about apes over at Podcast 99. They're animated apes.
Yep, and they're really barely animated at all.
They're barely animated
You
at
want to
all.
follow that up with a season on the Donkey Kong Country cartoon?
Oh, what is that? That VHS that's like 90 minutes or something?
No. It was a series that was made in France and has a musical number every episode and dreadful like reboot level CGI.
We have a plan, Luke, but I'll tell you the
All
plan
right.
after we're done recording.
We're done
Is it
recording.
going to turn out this was all part of the plan all along?
Yes, and now I am stealing a nuclear submarine, and you have to use God's eye
To blow it up real good.
to kill my baby mama. So
They
that she-
also they made 6 make sense by explaining who Owen Shaw was stealing that for.
I mean,
Well, at least it
yeah,
eventually
but
made sense.
I know it made sense at the moment, but then you were like, oh yeah, they never did really answer why the fuck he wanted that gizmo.
does Braga work for Cypher then?
Maybe.
That's-
What if Braga just like helped hook Owen Shaw up?
I want to see Braga just show up and them just start kissing each other.
I
I want to see Braca show up.
And then he
want to see
fakes all
Barack
of this.
Obama show up. And he's just Dom's bestie.
If Barack Obama showed up and he was like working with Cypher, that would be the best twist I've ever seen.
Supplying her with drones.
Yeah. Anyway, we live in hell. Go take a bath. All right, Luke, the plan is we're going to do Sense 8.
Oh, okay.
You should watch it. You'd love it.
Yeah, I know it's Nokovsky's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The last
right
time
after
they actually
Cloud
worked together, I
Atlas.
think. Or the first season is.
It was right after Cloud Atlas, so it's very Cloud Atlas. Apparently, the guy who co-directed Cloud Atlas with them directed like a lot of it.
Mm.
Oh, he's done in his own movies too. So yeah, he's in his
Yep.
own right, sort of thing. Next week, what are we doing, Luke?
Oh, we're doing the filler episode.
That's the one for video games and
So video
Yeah.
games. I'm gonna watch a little bit of the animated show. I'm
okay,
gonna watch Better Luck Tomorrow.
okay.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
Link,
but
anything
maybe-
So
you wanna
Mark,
take a
you're
look
on
at?
video game duty.
Okay, cool.
I'm
I
on
will,
spin-off media duty. Matt's on theme park duty.
Right,
Sounds
A little
great.
book report episode where we're all describing stuff the others haven't seen.
right.
I think the video games are like in the arcade, right?
There's the arcade ones. There was like her Forza spin-off. There's been this
Right.
and that. So yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to the arcade, put $20 on a card, and just race like
Yeah.
till I know what I'm doing. I mean, I know it's we'll figure it out.
I'm gonna stop recording here.